Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Sorry I was late there, I was just grabbing my coffee. Before we start, hit those like buttons. Go down to the like button just now and hit that like button. The channel has grown ever so slightly, which is cool. We've grown to 3,557 or something like that. So go down to the likes button. It always kind of helps the channel if you're kind of hitting that like button. And it kind of lets YouTube know that you're kind of liking the videos, hopefully. So I'm just going to see if we're live or not. Hopefully we are. We are. I can see a couple of people in, so we'll just dive over. Okay, we have Unbox Bros is in the house, a new person to the channel. Good to see you here. George Charles is in. Kukla is in. Greetings from Canada, says Unbox. Greetings to you from Scotland. Good to see you here, mate. Liam Hunt, Rafi Bogosian, Hodler679, Kev T, David Schwartz is in. Good to see you. Gareth Passage, Mervyn Skidmore, Mitch Dieter, Marcus Jafari, Pascal Amsterdam, Mark Innes, saying hello, Steve and team. Good to see you here, Mark. Gino Dow, Wolf Lenkovitz is in as well. Good to see you here as well. Okay, what the hell is going on with Bitcoin? Again, it's gone down again. It was going down yesterday morning when we kind of spoke. We thought it was going to go down to maybe 3,600 and 3,200, but it took another jump up, and then it's taken a jump down this morning. So we'll dive over and see what's happening there. We've got Mac Pawn in the house. Tim Lund is in from California. So it's midnight there. Alex Jug, Bitcoin Andy, Martin and Sonia is in as well. Good to see you all. Okay, we'll take a look at the markets overall, I think. First, we'll just go to CoinMarketCap. So we're down another 5 billion since yesterday morning. $124 billion overall market capitalization. Bitcoin dominance has gone up to 54%. And we can see here, we'll just look at the top movers. Freecoin up again, 254%. Only on $1,800. I would not pay too much attention to that at all. So it's not getting traded much at all, but it's at number 39. At number 39 at the moment, because of the market capitalization. Goodness knows how. I don't know it, to be honest. I don't know the coin at all. Waves is up another 27% over the last 24 hours. Waves has just got a beautiful, beautiful chart. One of the best I've seen for a while. Stratus is up 7.8. Aeon, Binance Coin, they've got a lot of good things happening just now. We're going to be talking about Binance as well. Factor, Maker, Holo, Crypto.com, Bitcoin Private, Hypercash is up as well. So probably about 12% are in the green, just in the green. And all the others are in the red. Nexo, PundiX, Mithril, EOS, Metaverse, Bitcoin Cash, all down. We'll go to the next 100 and just see what's going on there. Darico Ecosystem is up 114%. On good volume as well. And we've got XYO Network, OneRoot Network, Prism, Salt, AmoCoin. Gifto is up as well. Looked at that this morning. I was going to make the call, but I was just a bit too late. I was going to make the call when it went up 5%. So I didn't make that call. Nectar, Spectre AI, all up as well. So we've got about 20% or 15% in the green. And the rest, 85%, are in the red. PumaPay down the highest at 24%. Okay, we'll take a look at Bitcoin. What's been going on? 3,803 for Bitcoin. And yesterday we kind of just crossed over 4,000. Just when I was kind of on yesterday as well, we just crossed over that 4,000 mark. So where do we go from here? Is it going down to 3,000? Who knows? To be honest, who knows what's going to happen with Bitcoin? I don't understand the kind of movements of it just now. I don't see what's driving it down, what's pushing it up again. But it looks to be testing this 3,800 again. It's been down to as low as 3,730 and it's kind of bounced back up. You can see here at 4 o'clock this morning, from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 3,730, bounced back up to 3,976. So, well, that was yesterday morning. So yeah, we'll need to see kind of what happens with Bitcoin from here. But again, I've let go of the emotions. When I see Bitcoin going down, honestly, it does not faze me at all now. It would before and gone, oh, holy shit, it's just gone down again. What's going to happen with the whole markets? Then I'm just going, it's not worth the ups and downs of the emotions. And I finally learned to let go of the emotions. Well, it's been over kind of months. I started trading in June of last year. So that's just been over a year, nearly a year and a half. I've been trading in Bitcoin and altcoins as well. And it's only been in the last, say, 4, 5, 6 months that I've finally just let go of the emotions of it. Because there's nothing else you can do in this market unless you're trading. There's still great trading opportunities as well. We'll just take a look at some of the Binance. This is Binance tokens. Gifters up, I wish they'd called that, for the premium group. We'll just take a look at the hourly chart. Yeah, so I'd had a look this morning. It was when I got up this morning, I was up about 5:30. I was taking a look at them and thought, oh, Gifter looks good. And it was up to, I think it was up 5% at the time. And I thought, might be too late to call it. But it's kind of since went up again. So I wish I'd called that. But there's a couple of others I've called this morning as well. Salt is doing well. That's got a nice chart as well. That's on the hourly chart. Just look on the 4 hour, that's where I like to make the calls. So it's crossed over at 5,990 and it went up to 7,832. So nearly a 25% rise there or more. OST doing nicely as well. So there's still trading opportunities there if you're looking for the 5, 10, 15, 20%ers and taking profit. Nexus looks good at 7,540. VIA is up as well. CVC just started to rise just now. BNB, look at that chart. That's a beautiful chart as well. From 127,000 up to 155,000. It's looking good for BNB, I have to say. I keep saying BNB is a $100 coin waiting to happen. And it is going to happen eventually. It is definitely going to happen. Obviously with the Bitcoin price going up. So if Bitcoin goes to $8,000, this BNB automatically goes to $10. But if we look at the Satoshi value, I think we're going to see a real kind of high for that. And I'll tell you why in a second. There's some news stories as well. There's more and more good news coming out for BNB all the time. I still think it could rise from here as well. We'll take a look at the bigger picture for BNB. So we've got a high of 265,000 Satoshi. And we've got the low there of 17,000. So that was the low, 17,000. So it's kind of 10x from where it was. And the low, that was back in December last year. It would have been good to get in then, but obviously we haven't. But I still think it could go up big time from here as well. It's one of the major exchanges, and he's not just focusing on the exchange CZ, he's focusing on the whole ecosystem, the whole kind of crypto sphere as a whole. So he's not just being selfish, bringing in the money for Binance, he's doing things to actually make mass adoption happen. And that's what I'm loving about CZ just now. I think he's a really good leader, and I just think this could be a fantastic project. Well, it is a fantastic project. Okay, we'll just go back to chat, see who else has joined us. Oh, I've missed a few people. Gino Dow, Tron Breakout. Yeah, I was looking at Tron this morning as well. Yogesh Sharma. Good morning. Rafi is saying California here too. Good to see some Californians in the house. I bet it's sunny over it. Well, it won't be sunny because it's just after midnight. We've got -2 degrees just now in Scotland. -2 degrees. It's nice and frosty outside. So, but I love the Scottish weather. Gina Dow, XRP moving up. Yeah, I noticed that this morning as well. We'll take a look at some of them as well. We'll look at ETH and Litecoin. Got a couple of news stories on that as well. Benjamin K, good morning to you, buddy. Andreas, good morning to you. Gina Dow, BTC trading at 4K on Hit BTC. Yeah, there's loads of different exchanges with differing prices. So, CoinMarketCap has obviously just got an aggregation of all of them. Bitcoin Andy, California as well. California loves you, Steve. I'd love to go. I've never been to California yet. I've never been. We were due. I've been to San Diego. I think that's the closest I've got. San Diego when I was at a conference. That's the closest I've got, Andy. Mervyn Skidmore, swing trading waves, just for something to do. Yeah, waves has been a brilliant one to kind of swing trade on. Juan Antonio Ablagio Martinez. Good morning, Steve. Any news from BABB? Have a great day. No news from BABB yet. I think they've released their update, just what they've been doing over the last 30 days, but no news as such. But we'll be looking at them as well, looking at the price, what's happening. Hyphen Lee is in the house. I listened to your music yesterday, man. That was really good. Yeah, there's a piece of music that Hyphen Lee's got out, and it's how's your dance trance? I would kind of class it as. So yeah, I've kind of thoroughly enjoyed that. So thanks for sharing that, Hyphen Lee, in the premium group. Imran Chowdhury, housing bubble, stock market bubble, bond bubble, corporate bubble. Yeah, everybody's in a bubble just now. Kukla, we want to see true worth of Pundit until the 7.3 airdrops ends. Yeah, somebody was talking about that yesterday and why they think it's going to be delisted from Binance when that ends. I don't think it's going to be delisted. There's no reason to delist it just because the airdrops are ending. That's my opinion. Christopher A is in the house as well. Crypto Don Juan, good morning to you. Okay, so we'll look at a couple of the news stories. This is just it's probably like this is like a press release. It's not really a news story. But institutional accounts now live on crypto exchange Poloniex. So you know Poloniex has been bought by Circle. Has announced that institutional accounts are now available. To commemorate the occasion, Poloniex customers will enjoy no fees on BTC USDC trade during the month of December. Aside from Poloniex, Circle offers institutions a range of crypto trading products and services, including Circle Trade, an OTC trading desk with a minimum order size of $250,000 or equivalent, trading BTC, Ethereum, BCH, and a wide range of other digital assets. And they've obviously got USDC as well, a US dollar-backed stablecoin. Circle offers institutions the ability to tokenize USD into USDC and to redeem USDC for USD. So this is for institutional traders getting in, and there's no doubt that institutional traders are in already. They're just kind of in the back door, and like with OTC, and the full holdings will become known probably in the future, because they'll be trading for companies as well. It's not just high net worth accounts. I reckon institutions are in there just now, but they're kind of in the back door, so we don't see it on the exchanges, or it doesn't affect the price. Fidelity Digital Asset Services to increase array of crypto. So this is kind of news that Fidelity are looking to kind of trade for the top 5 to 7 tokens or projects on the top 5 being on CoinMarketCap. So that'll be the likes of Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin obviously, and the other kind of ones that's going to be in the top 5 to 7 there as well. So they're going to be doing that as well. That's good news for the cryptosphere as a whole. And as ever, I'll kind of put all these links in the comments for you after this video. Adoption. Binance users can book 450,000 hotels using crypto token BNB. So this is the news that kind of Tripio has kind of done a partnership with BNB, the Binance coin, and users are now able to book 450,000 hotels and residential accommodations using the BNB crypto token. And this is what I was talking about. CZ, Changpeng Zhao, the chairman of Binance, he's looking for mass adoption. And this is why I think the Binance token is so good, and it's good to accumulate these prices just now, because he's looking to get crypto for mass adoption. He's looking to get it used, and this is why he's doing these kind of partnerships as well, and Tripio is one of them. And this could actually be good for Tripio as well. So he's talking about the importance of merchant adoption. So throughout the past 2 years, many large-scale conglomerates like Expedia, Microsoft and Steam have announced cryptocurrency integrations. In July, a major Japanese point-of-sale service provider was set to integrate Bitcoin for its hundreds of thousands of retailers. So this is what we need. We need merchant adoption, we need retail adoption as well, we need mass adoption, and this is what's going to drive the markets up. That's why I'm just not concerned about the kind of Bitcoin price just now. I don't care what it goes down to. If it does go down to $1,000, it doesn't matter, because we know it's going to go up. And it's all when the institutional investors get in, when mass adoption comes in, which will probably be towards the end of 2019. And CZ has kind of said that as well. I've been saying that for months. I don't think the tipping point is going to happen until 2019. And so I'm not honestly bothered about the prices just now. It's good to trade. I'm trading just now. I'm in a trade just now, but trading very lightly, just to bring up my Bitcoin amount. But with regards to the Bitcoin price itself, it just does not faze me one bit. If it did go down to $1,000, it'd be a dark day, but it'd just be, okay, this is going to go up from here, and I'll just buy more Bitcoin. I'd just get my hands on as much money as possible and buy more Bitcoin if it did go down to $1,000. So this is what kind of Binance are doing. This is another thing as well. Binance to launch Binance Chain for millions of coins, CEO confirms. So the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by means of traded volumes will be launching its own public blockchain in a couple of months or so, according to its CEO Changpeng Zhao. So there will be millions of coins and thousands of blockchains. Speaking at the stage of Forbes Asia Forum, Decrypting Blockchain, the CEO of Binance Changpeng Zhao revealed that the company's public blockchain, dubbed Binance Chain, will be released very soon, within the next couple of months or so. So covering CZ's talk at the events was Forbes staff reporter. So he's kind of said, we're launching Binance Chain very soon, in a couple of months or so, and you will be able to issue tokens on that. I think there will be millions of coins and thousands of blockchains. What happens here with the likes of Ethereum is a kind of question here as well. So they're launching this as well. So this is about the whole economy. This is about the whole crypto economy. It's not looking to take over or to be the main person. He's just looking for that mass adoption as well. It kind of goes on to say previous statements in August, Changpeng Zhao stated, we don't list shitcoins even if they pay 400 or 4,000 BTC, Ethereum, Neo, Ripple, EOS, Monero and Litecoin and more, listed with no fee. Question is not how much does Binance charge to list, but is my coin good enough? It's not the fee, it's your project. Focus on your own project. That's him kind of reaching out or kind of saying that to projects as well. And he's kind of gone on to say, I try not to predict a future Bitcoin price because anything I say will be seen as manipulation. So I lost that part of free speech as well. So I think Binance are going to go on to do amazing, amazing things. And we can see the token has gone up just now. The project price has gone up just now from 128,000 only a couple of days ago. Up to 160,000 just now. And I think it's way going to surpass its all-time high of 265. I'm not saying by the end of this year or anything like that, but it's way going to surpass that. So I think at these prices it's worth accumulating, but do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Just be wary of that. Anything I say is totally biased as well. So you have to be wary of that as well. Be wary of anybody kind of talking about any crypto. So covered Fidelity. We'll just go back to the chat. I like chatting with y'all. Here we got Christopher A. I love BNB2. Oh, G-Slick is in the house. Welcome to you. I love BNB2. Maybe I'm too optimistic, but I think BNB will surpass $1,000 within 5 years. $1,000 would be pretty amazing if it did, but with everything that it's doing, you never know. You never know what could happen if there's trillions of dollars coming into the market. So if we reach $1 trillion, we're talking about 10x from here, really 10x from here to get to $1 trillion in the crypto space. If we're talking about maybe $5 trillion going into the crypto space, we're talking about 50x from here. So 50x from here, $1,000 might not be that implausible. It could be plausible that it could reach $1,000 within 5 years. But yeah, I do think it's a good time to accumulate just now. I'll put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, do your own research and all that. Unbox Bros, I believe it's a good time to be shorting Bitcoin. Don't need to be getting wrecked. Yeah, you don't need to be if you want to short Bitcoin. It looks as if it is going to go down to 3,600, then 3,200, then 3,000, maybe below 3,000. And hopefully it starts going back up after that. But we need to see what happens when it gets to that 3,000 level, if it gets to 3,000 level. But I'm not writing it off. And I'm not being overly optimistic either. I'm not saying, oh, it's definitely going to go up. I still think it will reach 10,000 before the end of the year. But I think I'm being too optimistic there. But you never know. I think within the next couple of weeks we're going to start to see the kind of price rise again, but I don't feel we've reached the bottom yet. So we just need to wait and see as well. We'll just go to BTC, USD. I've got the Bitstamp price, 3,820. So we're getting some kind of support around about the 3,730 level. And this is on a daily chart. And we're looking at the 4-hourly. There's a support there. Around about these levels, 3,800. There's kind of a support level there just now. A short-term support level at least. Yeah, around about the 3,800 mark. So we'll see. Around about these levels. So if we see if it bounces from here, but there's some kind of support there, short term at least, very short term, at least for 3,800. If it goes below that, obviously we're looking to go down to 3,600. Goes below that, we're looking at 3,200, then 3,000 psychological level, then 2,800. So we need to wait and see what happens with that. Risky if you're shorting Bitcoin just now. If you're on BitMEX or something and you're shorting it, I just think it's risky going long and shorting Bitcoin just now. I think it's both of them are risky, so I'd put a very, very tight stop loss for both. But it's looking more to the downside than the upside. It's definitely looking more as if it's going to go down. I'd say the percentage possibility of it going down would be much higher than the possibility of it going up past kind of 4,000, 4,200 again. Patrick Prey, morning from Ayrshire. Good to see Patrick, another Scot in the house. Jean, morning all. Views on BTC bottom. We just don't know. The BTC, nobody knows, but I'm thinking it could go down to 3,600 be the next stop. 3,200, then 3,000, Jean. Galapagos, 25 degrees in sunny South Africa. Wow, 25 degrees. Like a wee bit of sun just now. Rafi, San Diego is in California. It's beautiful there. Oh, right, okay, that's, excuse my ignorance. So San Diego is in California. It's part of California, excuse my ignorance there. So I have been to California. Yeah, I loved San Diego, it's beautiful actually. Peter J, howdy from Australia. Good to see Peter. Hodler679, I was confused there a minute, lol. My mistake. Crypto Don Juan, do you see the new Digitech? Oh, that's what we're going to look at. And Digitech's for CryptoLark. Adam is doing well in his interviews now. So no more swearing, I take it. Crypto Don Juan, DJ. We're going to look at some of the charts for some of the tokens we've been looking at. I noticed the X trade went up like 187% or something like that, although I can't see it on the chart here. It's not coming up on the chart. What time is this on a 1 hour chart? 8 o'clock. It's up to 41 Satoshi at the moment. So it kind of jumped big time yesterday. I noticed that in my portfolio. So I don't know what's happened there, but it came right back down again, then went up, came right back down. So I don't know what's going on with X trade just now. That's one I've been in for a while now, and I think it could do well in the long run if they kind of get their act together. Well, I know they're kind of working in the background and it's going to be a long-term one. So this could be really good, X trade. Just look at BABB just now. I noticed they've kind of gone over the 11-12 threshold as well. Yeah, so they're trading towards the top of that channel. We'll go to the 4 hour chart for BABB. You can see this channel they've been in for a while between 9 and 11. They're kind of going up to 12 as well. So hopefully they can get out of this kind of channel and break out of that. We'll just look at KuCoin at the moment and see what their order books are like. So yeah, 11 Satoshi to buy. There's say 4 million kind of tokens waiting to be bought at 11 Satoshi. 12 Satoshi, there's about 13 million to be sold. So there's a sell wall there at 12 Satoshi, but it's moving in the right direction. And you might say, oh, because it's only gone up from 9 Satoshi to 11 or 12 Satoshi. That's a 33% move. We think about it from percentage wise, so that is a good move for BABB, and they've got kind of buy walls there at 10 Satoshi and 9 Satoshi as well. So that's good. That's good. Hopefully we've got a market maker in place there that's kind of keeping an eye on things as well. It'd be good if they have. Pete Harding, my guess is that BABB will be launching their app in December. Yeah, so they're looking for beta testers just now. I think they've finished that phase just now, so they'll be sending out an email, I would imagine. I've seen the interview, not the interview, I've seen the kind of video with Superman yesterday. Kind of put out a video yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it or not, and it's been very... I've seen the interview, not the interview. We'll get that out of the way. Superman. I don't know if you've seen that. He's been very humble about kind of everything yesterday, and he's just saying he kind of messed up.
Slight change of mood in today's video, but I have a few things that I want to get off my chest and really clear the air, I hope. But I screwed up. I messed up, and I kind of hate myself for having messed up. But I'll talk about that more later on. But I wanted to start off by saying that there's a side of me that you all see. You know, there's the side where I go...
So I don't know if you've seen that yesterday, but it was actually a good video from Superman, and I like Superman. A lot of people don't like him, but I must admit I do like him. I think his persona on YouTube is obviously kind of a bit over kind of hyped because it's YouTube and because he's got a big channel as well. But I do like the guy. I do like kind of what he's doing. I don't think he's kind of been nasty in any way, and I think he's made a lot of kind of bad decisions, as have we all. And I've made a lot of calls as well that have just not come off either. So I think we're all in the same boat there. But I thought that was quite a humbling video from Superman yesterday. So I'll put a link up to that video if you've not seen it as well. Hopefully the sound is still okay. I was trying to get the audio capture sound. Imran Chowdhury, Bay Area here from California. So there must be a few Californians in. Wow. Loyal Triangle, lot of all-night Californians here. Yeah, there is. South Bay here, Loyal Tangi is in, like Palo Alto, Long Beach. What do you think of DAG? I've never looked at DAG for a while. Oh, we were looking at the other tokens as well, weren't we? Sorry about that. I got kind of sidetracked there. So BABB, yeah, BABB are doing well. BABB are doing well. Metam. I don't know if you've seen the Metamorph kind of Twitter channel. And we'll just go to that just now, actually. We'll look at the price and we'll go to that. I'm kind of all over the place just now. Twitter.com, and we'll look at Metamorph. You'll see all the tokens are adding. This is only good for Metamorph. I think they could do really well. Metamorph, bugger. Right, so you can see here, if you go down the kind of Twitter channels, say they've added Mana up there, they've got Request Network on there, they've added Dent, they've added Port, they've added Power Ledger, OMG, Wixlar, CTXC, Wax, they've added as well, Hydro, they've added. So they're adding all these tokens onto the MetaMask exchange as well. So I think that is really good for Metamorph, and they just kind of keep on plugging away in this bear market, which is what everybody kind of should be doing anyway. But they've got these constant updates from Twitter as well, which is looking really good for Metamorph. We're on Metamorph at the moment, 181 Satoshi, so they've gone up from yesterday from 145 Satoshi to 181 at the moment. So it's looking good for Metamorph, and I think it's a good time to accumulate them as well. They've only got 500,000 as a market capitalization, only 500, half a million of a market capitalization. So I think they're going to do really well in the future, and I've been speaking about them for a while as well. And hopefully you don't think it's shilling. I do honestly believe in them, and I've got the token as well. Obviously I'm totally biased, but I do think Metamorph are going to do really well. Where's Digitex? They'll be coming out with the exchange soon. Kind of stable. It's trading sideways at the moment. 1,079, if that is the correct price. What time are we on? 8 o'clock. Yep, that seems to be the correct price. AdBank, what are they doing? They've kind of gone down, come up a wee bit. AdBank are way undervalued as well. So that's going to be a big one for the end, or for 2019 as well, AdBank. Mark my words. Kukla BNB at 1000 USD, then no one will use it for 50% discount to trade on Binance. Wouldn't BTC and all other coins have to be worth so much more? Yeah, of course they would. That's what I'm talking about, the kind of trillions of dollars going into the market. That's when you'd see something like $1,000 for BNB. I think that's extremely high, to be honest, but you just don't know. That's what I'm saying, because of all the trillions of dollars that could be going into the crypto market. Imran Chowdhury, see if your top 5 you're eyeing during this drawdown that you're A, accumulating, B, new positions. Good question. Cardano would be one of them. Bitcoin would be another one of them. There's Metum. I do like Metum. I'm just I don't know what it is about Metum, because you'd think, and this is Metamorph I'm talking about, you think at $500,000, but other people would have seen what's going on at Metamorph and the potential of Metamorph as well. And this is where you question yourself and thinking, am I the only one that sees it? And then you think, maybe I am, maybe I'm the only one that sees it, but it might be that I keep thinking other people might be seeing something else that I'm just missing altogether, but I don't see any downside to it, apart from the kind of security issue. And I'm talking about the SEC security, kind of try and get the licenses for the different countries. That's the only kind of downside I see with Metamorph, but they're obviously working on that. They've actively came out and said they're working on that as well. So accumulating that just now. Really like Ripple for the future as well. Tron looks there's so many good ones out there. Tron looks really good. Neo looks amazing at these prices. Ethereum looks brilliant at these prices. Litecoin looks brilliant at these prices. A lot of people think Ethereum's dead. I definitely do not think it is dead. Binance is another one that will definitely be accumulating as well. And I'm not saying I am accumulating. I've not got that much in crypto just now, if I'm going to be really honest. And this was the thing, I remember back in April, and I had this kind of memory, and it still haunts me to this day. Still haunts me, literally haunts me. So I remember back in April, I was driving home on the motorway with my wife Sharon, and I was looking at my portfolio on the phone, and I'd seen it gone up to $515,000. And I thought, and this was titanium, round about the titanium time, so I can't remember if that was April time, April, May time. It was titanium had just gone to $4. I can't remember the exact timing, but I'm sure it was round about April. And so it pushed, I had 40,000 tokens of titanium that I'd bought. And it went up to $4 when it was released. So it kind of went up from my initial, I think I put $32,000 into it, and it went up to $160,000, and it pushed my portfolio up to $515,000. And I showed Sharon that on the app, and she goes, "Oh my God, what are you going to do? You're going to sell?" And I said, "No, I'm going to wait." And I waited, and I kind of waited. I thought it was going to go up to maybe $5, $6. It looked as if it was going to go up for titanium. Same with the other cryptos that I held as well. And everything started coming down from there. It really started coming down. So I've taken, I think I took out about 5 or 6 Bitcoin. Must have been it must have been in March. I can't remember the exact dates. It must have been around about March, because it was for Sharon's birthday. So it must have been about March. It was to buy a diamond ring. So I took about 5, 6 Bitcoin to buy a diamond ring, and for other things as well. So if I'd kept kind of that in, I would still probably, I'd only have about 12 Bitcoin altogether, but I took 5, 6 Bitcoin out. So I've only got about 6 or 7 Bitcoin worth in my portfolio just now. I think a lot of people think I'm kind of loaded, but I'm not. I've only got 6 or 7 Bitcoin in my portfolio. And I think that's definitely going to go up. I think, because at one point I had about 40 to 50 Bitcoin. But because of the down market and me not selling, I wasn't a trader, a big time trader at that point. Now I'm a trader. It's different. If I wasn't a trader, I'd probably only have about 2 to 3 Bitcoin just now, if I wasn't a trader. And I've lost Bitcoin on BitMEX as well. So I'd probably only have about 2 to 3 Bitcoin. That's being really honest with you. So there you go. Thoughts on VeChain and VeChain Thought? Yeah, I do like VeChain as well. I think that's highly undervalued at the moment. Ian Bellina has also been investigated for his suspicious coin activity too. Yeah, I think the SEC are going after some of the influencers. And I wouldn't say I was an influencer, but if you influence one person, can you be classed as an influencer? Yeah, you probably can. I think when I first started, I was talking about BABB, and a lot of people got into BABB when I was talking about it. So could I be investigated as well? I don't think they'll come after me. I wasn't shilling, I wasn't pushing it, I wasn't getting paid for it. It was just my opinion. So we need to wait and see if the SEC are coming after me. But I'm not in the US jurisdiction as well, so I don't know what's going to happen with a lot of these kind of influencers as well. Imran, my wife would kill me if I bought a Bitcoin. Honest Crypto Journey, honest price prediction for BACS for the end of 2019 if all banking licenses are granted. Honest prediction? It depends. There's a lot of ifs and buts. If they get the licenses and they do the onboarding, they get the onboarding correct and they do the marketing correct and they get kind of other institutions involved as well, because remember they've got the banking side of it as well, where banks can actually issue their own token. If they get that side of it, if all goes well there, I can see it honestly getting to 200 Satoshi. That's 20x from here and beyond 200 Satoshi. But they have to get the onboarding. They're talking about banking the unbanked for those 2 billion people. How are they going to do that? That's the next stage. How are they going to onboard these 2 billion people, or potentially 2 billion people? I'm not saying they're going to get 2 billion people, because that's just going to be an impossibility. But even if they get a small percentage of that, 10%, that's 200 million people. How are they going to do that? That's my kind of question with the likes of BABB. But that's at another stage. The first stages are the app, the banking licenses, getting that out of the way as well. So I think, honestly, by the end of 2019, I can easily see it, if the market's favourable conditions, easily see it getting to 200 Satoshi, which is 20x from here and beyond, to be honest. I'm being conservative. So that's my honest answer, honest crypto journey. Gary Parameter, TKY is a waiting game with its mainnet launch on December the 30th. Yeah, TKY looks good as well. There's a couple of others. CoinMarket calendar. So if you go to coinmarketcal.com, so we're going to punch in the exchanges. We'll go to Binance and search. So this is the Binance tokens. So this is kind of what's happening just now. If you go to coinmarketcal.com, you'll find out everything that's happening. So there's a few things happening as well with the mainnet. We'll just type in mainnet. See who's got a mainnet launch. So Triggers has got a mainnet launch. Zilliqa has got a mainnet launch on 31st of January. Quark Chain, Steam. And so there's a lot of things happening. It's not got anybody else up there just now, but there are a few more coming out as well. Ambrosis mainnet launch as well. OST mainnet launch. And we'll do it in data order if it lets me do that. Sort by relevance, sort by date. Search. So Quark Chain, Ambrosis, Theta Token, IOTEX, QLC Chain, OST, Triggers, Zilliqa, they're all coming out. Well, in December, we've got 7 of them coming out with a mainnet launch, some with version 2s. Public DevNet as well, mainnet preview launch, public chain on mainnet as well. IOST were coming out as well. I noticed IOST. So at the moment, I'm in IOST just now. I'm just going to see what they have coming out. I will take out that mainnet. 14th of December, US Blockchain Conference, version 7 Nike, version 9 Hermes, and there was something else coming out with IOST as well. That's 2019. So I like the look of IOST at the moment as well for a short-term trade. but also for the longer term as well. But any of the tokens are going to be good long term. Skidmore, LOL, SEC, Big Boys told me to do it. Aloysius de Klerk, Steve, you're not like most of the YouTubers. You're not arrogant and no pushing your own agenda. Always telling people to research, and it's not financial advice. You don't have to worry. Hopefully. Hopefully. Imran Pierre, my wife already killed me for buying one BTC. She'll come around once it shoots up by tens of thousands. Bernard Ronalds is in the house. Welcome to you. Is Brexit affecting crypto in the UK, or at least the discussion surrounding BTC and crypto? Brexit, oh, that's a pain in the arse, Brexit just now. It's just dragging on and on and on, and I can't actually see it happening. To be honest, I think it would be set up in the UK for it not to happen. Then they're going to get rid of the Prime Minister, and then there's going to be another vote, and then we're not going to exit Europe. I think that's all been set up, and I think is a big play just now, but that's my conspiracy theory just now. I think I'm going to leave it there just now. Was there anything else I was going to look at? I spoke about Binance. I didn't get to all the news. Or did I? Oh, this was the kind of whales. This was the kind of whales news. And this was kind of Tron as well. So there's a couple of whales news as well. Where was it? Yeah, top Ethereum whales increased share by 80%. It would seem that the top activity trading Ethereum whales have been taking advantage of the cryptocurrency's poor performance this year, as data shows they've increased their holdings fourfold since 2017. This is the highest accumulation by annum recorded. So this is a study by Blockchain Research Institute Dyer, using data from Token Analyst, reviewed over 5,200 Ethereum addresses, finding that the top holders by scale have accrued a massive 80% increase in their holdings. The aggregate Ethereum portfolios of these investors now account for over USD $2.3 billion, nearly 20% of that in circulation. Does that tell you something? I think it does. I think it does. If the top whales are accumulating just now, should we be accumulating Ethereum just now? Yes, I believe we should. In my opinion, do your own research, put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, all that stuff. And so look at Ethereum on Bitcoin price. You can see it's way down from where it was. We'll look at the bigger picture of a week for Ethereum. Look at that. It's the lowest it's been. This is on Binance. It's the lowest it's been. And we'll look at on another one. BTC. And we'll go to Coinbase. No, we won't go to Coinbase. Poloniex. So it's the lowest it's been since coming up for 2 years. Coming up for 2 years. So in a year and a half, that's the lowest it's ever been for Ethereum. Should we be accumulating just now? Yes, I do think so. And can it go lower than this just now? Yes, I do think so. But dollar cost averaging in would be really good at this point as well, I think. Mark saying, thanks mate. TRX going to be a $12 coin. I think TRX are going to explode as well. Gary Parameter in Australia, we find that Brexit as a backward step. Is that a common view in Scotland? Scotland's got a different position, to be honest, Gary. Scotland is looking for independence, or a lot of people in Scotland are looking for independence, and they're using the kind of Brexit vote as a way to get a second referendum for Scotland. Personally, I would rather have an independent Scotland, so we can make our own decisions, so we're not governed by anybody else. We can make our own mistakes and cock-ups and everything else if we do, and I'd be willing to pay more tax for that to happen as well. So in Scotland it's a wee bit different with Brexit. I think, yeah, the politics will be, I normally don't talk politics at all, but that's just my opinion. I think they're using it as an excuse to get a second referendum, which is what politics is all about, to be honest. But if it brought about a second referendum, I would definitely vote independence for Scotland. Could I see it happening? I don't know. I wish it could, but I don't know if it ever will. We'll need to wait and see what's happening. So Yeah, politics I don't think is going to affect crypto that much just now. I think it's going to affect the stock markets more than it does the crypto markets. But it affects the stock markets big time actually. It affects the dollar, but obviously the dollar value of the pound as well, and the euro as well. We can see that happening already. So we need to wait and see what happens. Have we hit the bottom? I don't think so. Yes, Tron is going to be massive. It is going to be massive. Crypto Dread is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Gino Dow, you think ETH is going to go to $50? 50,000, that'd be good if it did. It could go to $50. We could. I don't see. If we look at the support, if we look at the kind of support where it is, there's no real support for it. If we look in dollar value, ETH USD, and we'll look on Bitstamp. That's just going back to 2017. So let's take a look on Poloniex, I would imagine. ETH USD. Bitfinex will go for, that's got a longer time frame. So where is the support? If we go back and look at the support, so we've got $107 just now, and historically there's no real support until about $17, until, well, say around about the kind of $51 or $50 that you're talking about. That's where the next kind of support is, if we could call it a support. So where would the support be? Around about $53, $43, you're kind of talking $23. So it could go lower than $50. It could go lower. That's why I keep on saying dollar cost average in. But if you've got, I don't know, $1,000, put $200 in just now. If it goes lower, put another 200. If it goes lower, another 200. If it goes lower, another 200. If it goes higher, another 200. And dollar cost average in that way. So I wouldn't put a big bag in just now, because it could go lower. There's no historical support. I'm not a big believer in historical supports because fundamentals have changed radically with Ethereum, and kind of to the downside as well with regards to ICOs, etc., using Ethereum platform. So it could go lower than that. Mark Innes, Robert the Bruce, aye. This is Mervyn Skidmore. Good talk, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, Crypto Dread. I appreciate that, mate. Aloysius de Klerk, for the next vid, we should look at Limpo. Great project, in my opinion. Never looked at that before. Mervyn Skidmore, you can take our land, but you can't take our Bitcoin. Yeah, we're good to do a Scottish version of this. Gary Parameter, okay, so it erodes your sovereign right to be real, totally understandable. Yes. Gino Dow, I'll be happy to be going $50. I'll be buying lots for the real market. If it went to $50, I think a lot of people would be buying it. If it went below that, a lot. I don't see Ethereum failing. I can see why people might say that, but I don't see it failing, to be honest. And I think with these whales accumulating, like they're doing with Litecoin as well, there's a whale moved 60% of total Litecoin across 40 different wallets as well. I think the same with Litecoin as well. I don't see that failing, to be honest. Mervyn Skidmore is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Henry Ford. Yes, and that was back in the day of Henry Ford as well, and it's still exactly the same now. All these people just kind of ripping the country off, ripping us off. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is why we need blockchain. This is why we need cryptocurrency. This is why we need privacy. And just screw the bankers and everybody else. But that's my opinion. VC will be big too. Yep, Gareth Passage. Binance Coin had a great jump. Yeah, it has had a good jump. Okay, I think we'll make that the last one. I'm in a chatting mood this morning, but I've got lots of meetings this morning as well. Yeah, it's had a good jump. That's over the week. So 155,000. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Thank you very much for joining me for Crypto and Coffee. Really appreciate it. And go down to the like button just now if you like these videos and hit the like button for me. That'd be fantastic if you could do that. Get the free ebook, link down below, and join the premium group as well. Just made a couple of calls this morning as well. I think one of them is up already. So I've started making calls again. Even in this bear market, there's still calls to be made. I've not done one for the last week because I've been off for the last week, but starting to make calls again with a new kind of way to make the calls in this kind of bear market as well. So we'll get quicker calls as well. Okay, thank you very much again. I appreciate your time. Honestly, I really appreciate your time. And I'll see you again, same time, same place tomorrow. And until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits.
Hope over fear, don't be afraid. Tell Westminster Tories that Scotland's no longer your slave. Carpe diem, will you seize the day? Rip the chains from the unicorn, show them that Scotland is brave.